Kilo Alpha 4, Kilo Sierra Victor.
That's Kilo Sierra Victor, is that Roger?
That's Kilo Sierra Victor, is that Roger? That's Roger, Roger. Hey, Tom, Tango Oscar Mike.
Roger, Tom, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Roger, Tom, and whereabouts are you located, sir? In the northeast corner of Kentucky. Waves right almost up in West Virginia. Just south of Ashland.
Ah, yes, I know where that is. What radio are you running today, Tom?
I know where that is. What radio are you running today, Tom? Running an ICOM 7300 into the inverted V dipole up about 35 feet.
Roger, Roger. Okay, why don't you give me about 10 seconds, tell me about your antenna system, and I'll look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger?
I'll look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger. Yeah, okay, appreciate it. Okay, appreciate it. Inverted V dipole up the apex about 35 feet. Running a ICOM 7300 into a feed line that's probably 150 feet long. Power is about 100 watts out of the radio, barefoot. And that's about it.
Roger, Roger, Tom. Well, I have a bunch of internet SDR receivers all over the eastern part of the United States, but in this case, it turned out my local antenna is just great, about 10 over, and it is hooked up to my 7300, so you're just, doing real well. You have a very nice audio curve, nice flat, a lot of bottom end, not a lot of bottom end, but a very balanced bottom end, and a pretty good mid-range and good top end. The thing I love about the 7300 is that there are only two equalizer controls, and they figured out that they didn't need that mid-range. They wanted that to be stationary anyway, so they said we weren't even going to put that in. So it really makes equalizing and balancing that 7300 just very, very easy, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, I've wondered about the microphone that came with these things. Would it help my audio any if maybe you changed to a Heil type microphone or anything like that?
You are talking on a Heil microphone. Bob Heil designed that microphone specifically for the 7300, Roger.
I did not know that. That's great to know.
Yes, sir. And the best way to run that microphone is don't talk directly into it. You pull it to the side of your mouth, actually touch your lips on the side of your mouth and talk across it. Kind of like Broderick Crawford. I don't know if you know who that was, but Highway Patrol 30, 40 years ago. But you just pull it to the corner of your lips and actually touch the corner of your lips and talk across it. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Okay. I've got the ELC, the compressor on it about 2/3 of the way up or something like that. It's running on a scale of 100, it's running about 70. Quick.
Yes, sir. That's ideal. That's ideal. Now, I want you to pull that mic just a little bit further back from the front of your mouth. We're still catching some mouth noise, so pull it back a little bit further to the corner of your lips. Roger?
Roger, Roger. How about that right there?
Now, that right there, working it just like that at that point, I could not tell that you weren't using a desk mic. Roger?
Roger, Roger.
So I would run that just like that, Roger.
I've always had tube-type radios. I started out with a Drake L4B. With a TR4CW. And ran that for many years. Then I went to a 10-Tech Corsair. I went through that Corsair, and then I went to a Jupiter, 10-Tech Jupiter. I liked it real well, but it's laid down on me. So I thought I'd try a NICOM, this 7300. It looks like it's going to do more than I can do.
Yes, sir. I have found that 7300. I've tuned up probably 1,000 7300s, and I am just falling in love every time with that transmitter. It's just so clean, you know. When you set it up properly, it's just one of the cleanest transmitters that I've ever run across. And the simplicity of the equalization is another thing that it's hard to go wrong. You know, a lot of people get in there and they start playing with that mid frequency and get all jacked out of shape, and I think that's why I think Bob worked on the equalization circuit for ICOM also, so that really makes a difference. It simplifies things. You know, equalizer is all about balancing the top mid-range to the top EQ to the mid-range, and balancing the bottom to the mid-range. And that being true, the best thing to do is just keep that mid-range off or flat. Roger?
Roger. I will try to remember that too. I appreciate all the information. It's fairly new to me. I've been a ham a long time. I was licensed in 1972. But I've had a bout with Agent Orange, and it's done the number on me. I had to give up radio there for a while. I was out of commission for about 10 or 12 years, and just recently got back into it here, and trying to get the feel of it again. I haven't been back that long. And still fighting the evidence of it, but I'm coming along. Got a better place to go when it's over, though.
Roger. Now, as far as that 7300, I'll tell you a secret. I came from a broadcast career, and when I went to WHS, which was, I came to WHS from North Carolina in 1970, and there was a guy there called Van Vance, and I'd listened to Van at nighttime over in North Carolina before I came, and I was just dismayed about how he sounded, like wall to wall, and so when I got here, then I'm doing my show on the air, and Van comes in to do his sports show, and he's sitting opposite me on the sports desk, and I had my earphones off, and I could not hear him when I could see my meter moving a little bit, but I could not actually hear him, and so I put my earphones on, and gosh, he was just wall to wall, and so that taught me something about projection, and it is the more you project, the less nuances and overtones that your voice has. It's like the difference between a whisper, like, maybe low like this, and a scream. When you scream, you close in the tone. It's more like a monotone, and that's how you get so loud on a scream. It's because you're not doing any other frequencies, just that one frequency, and you're projecting that one frequency. Now, if you turned up the mic and then spoke softly, you suddenly have many overtones in your voice. And I'm just saying now that you may have problems with projection, so it's not a problem, and I don't hear any right now, but I'm just saying in the future, if you start to have breathing problems or projection problems, just look at your ALC meter, bring that ALC meter out and look at it, and speak at a comfortable level. and at about 1 or 2 inches, or hold that mic just like I was telling you, and then adjust your mic level to whatever you need to get that audio up into the sweet spot of your ALC meter. If lacking projection helps, breathing or whatever, then that would be the thing to do, Roger, and you would sound even bigger if you would need to do that.
Roger, appreciate that. Right now, it looks like it's running scale, it's running about 70 on a scale to 100 there.
Yes, sir. That's the absolute sweet spot you want to have, And later on, if you need to speak softer, then just turn that mic up and speak softer, whatever's comfortable for you. And you're looking at your ALC meter, so you're going to be right in that sweet spot, Roger.
Roger. I appreciate that. So as of right now, would you change anything?
No, you are just perfect. Your audio level is 3 dB dynamic range, so your audio level is just perfect. With a 3 dB dynamic range, your average percent of peak modulation is 80 to 85%, so it's just beautiful. I'm listening to you on a 7300, which goes down to 100 cycles. And my house monitor system goes down to 40 cycles. It has a subwoofer in the house monitor system, so you're just so well balanced. I wouldn't touch a thing, Roger. Just enjoy.
Roger. I appreciate that. I surely do, Jim. Okay, buddy. I'll let you go try to maybe help someone else. I appreciate the help. Kilo Alpha 4, Kilo Sierra Victor. I will be clear on your phone, dear.
Roger. And that was Tom. Is that a Roger?
Roger.
Yes, sir, Tom. And if you want to hear your radio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook on a YouTube search, that will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a case of 7200, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Roger. Appreciate that.
Roger, Tom. 73, sir. You have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.